What is desperate renting and how is it negatively affecting your rental business? I'm former United States Army Sergeant Russell, and we are going to talk about how to identify it, what it is, and how to stomp its guts out on Leadership for Landlords. I want you to think about the last time that you were at some place where there was a salesman trying to make a commission. Think about when you're at Micro Center, like a store, or maybe a car dealership where they have lots of salesmen trying to make a commission. And maybe you had a negative interaction with that salesperson. Maybe that salesperson was desperate to make a sale. Maybe you could just kind of like feel a tension between you and them, and you could feel that they were really trying to push that sale on you. They weren't really hearing you. Maybe you were saying, oh, I want this, I want that. Maybe I want a car that's blue or green or has freaking wings come out or whatever. It didn't matter. That salesman was trying to make the expensive sale to you because they needed to get it done. They needed it to cover their mortgage. They needed it to pay for their baby mamas, whatever. Doesn't matter. You could taste that desperation. And I'm telling you right now, if you're doing that with your rental properties, it's hurting you. Before we continue, if you would take a moment to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Also, check out my book, Leadership for Landlords, now available on Amazon. All right, now we understand what desperate renting is. Desperate renting is when you're, so amped up to sell something, because if you don't, you're gonna start taking big losses on your apartment. Your applicants can smell this and it stinks. It's scaring them away. Stop it. You're gonna have higher success rate with your applicants if you stop doing this. Let's go over some steps to help you get over desperate renting. First thing, I want you to plan ahead. I know it sounds simple, all right? Just save some cash. Save some cash up. It's going to take the pressure off when things like this start happening. If you have a little cash in the bank, a few applicants don't rent your apartment right away, or if you don't get applicants right away, it's going to help if you have some cash in the bank. Save up a month or two. It's not that hard, okay? Next, don't be cheap. Don't be cheap, okay? If you're one of those people that are just putting a for rent sign in your front yard and hoping that you get people to call you, you're not going to get, your applicants. You're not going to get a big pool of people to come view your apartment. Sure, you might get some. You might live in a good area. It might work out for you, but most cases it won't. Don't be cheap. Go put your ad on Zillow. They blast out your ad to like 1 million people, okay? I rent apartments in 1 week. I don't even list them at the beginning of the week. I list them on Wednesday. I list my apartments on Wednesday. I take applicants on Thursday and Friday, and I line them all up for Saturday. And I rent my apartment out on that Saturday. I list my apartment and rent it in like 4 days. You can do it too. Don't be cheap. List it on Zillow. Okay, those are the easy ones. Now on to something a little more complex. You have to understand why the person is trying to move. Did they just get out of college? Did they just get kicked out of their parents' basement? Is their last landlord an asshole and doesn't do repairs? You need to understand why. Ask questions. Let them do the talking too. If you let them do the talking, it'll take the pressure off. Ask a probing question, listen to their response. It should be like 1 second for you to ask, 30 seconds, 40 seconds for them to respond. It takes the pressure off of you, and actually listen, hear what they're saying, and then guide the conversation on what they're saying, okay? If they're telling you that they don't like the area they're in, there's nothing to do, they don't feel safe, tell them about the police response. Tell them how safe it is around where you're at. Tell them about the park that's just down the road. Tell them about the bars that are within walking distance, but not too close to here on a work night. Those are the things you need to do, okay? If you want to get tenants to want to be in your building, you have to give them a reason to want to be there, okay? Figure out why they're leaving, why they're looking, and give them what they're looking for. Another thing you can do is dress professional. If you look like a bag of smashed ass, nobody's going to take you serious. I'm not saying put on a tuxedo or a suit. I'm just saying wear a nice polo, wear a nice jacket, wear some khakis, some nice pants or something, dress business casual. That's usually how I do it. I don't go in there in a camo t-shirt and my cutoff shorts. Okay. I'm not going in there wearing a Budweiser, wife beater. I'm going in there looking, business casual. People will take you serious if you look serious. Okay. We went over a lot, but if you can figure out how to do these things, it's going to help you immensely. Don't be a person that desperate rents. It's not good. Your applicants can smell it and it's scaring them away. These are the reasons. I used to have all types of trouble renting properties that I wasn't confident in for whatever reason. Either it had a weird layout or I wasn't confident because of the crime in the area. It really did not matter. At the end of the day, it was me. It was not the apartment. It was not the location. It was not the weather. It was nothing. It was me, my confidence level in selling. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I also suggest you check out the book from Jordan Belfort. It's called The Way of the Wolf, Straight Line Selling. It talks about about the straight line selling method that he came up with. It's helped me immensely with my renting. I also talk about desperate renting in my book, Leadership for Landlords, now available on Amazon. If you'd like a copy of my book, Leadership for Landlords, check it out on Amazon, available now in paperback and ebook. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. All right, property leaders, get out on patrol, get into those buildings and find something to fix, huh?